This is the next part in a series about budget VTuber avatar creation, and this part will be talking more about adding facial expressions to your avatar with Hana Tool, and then improving the face tracking in VC Face with iFacialMocap for Nvidia Broadcast. The section on Hana Tool in this video is the same as the one for the video on ARKit. So now we're going to work with Unity to add expressions to our avatar. Unity is a free program that you just go to the website and download it from there, download the Unity Hub, and then select what version you want to use in the project. I'm using version 2022.3.22 F1, which is the same one that VRChat uses because I'm also going to use this for uploading a VRChat avatar, but this should work with most modern versions of Unity. As well, you also need to download two packages, UniVRM, as well as Hana Tool. Now, Hana Tool is the program that gives the facial expressions to the avatar, and it does cost some money. It's about $10, I think, but it does everything automatically. There are some free programs as well that do this. I just haven't had experience with those, and Hana Tool is kind of the OG one that most people use and recognize. So you can get Hana Tool from booth.pm. I have a link in the description to go here, and we're getting version 4, which is for VRM 0. Again, this is why we're using it, even though this is a bit outdated. They have a version for VRM 1, but this VRM 0 is what most people kind of use, and yeah, it's what I use. As well, there's the UniVRM and the GitHub page, so we just go here, and then just go down to download, and then select UniVRM. Now here in our Unity project, we're just going to go and import those. So go up to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, and then find the downloads. So for UniVRM, import it. So well, we got to do that for Hana Tool. Now that we have those both loaded in, we go up to VRM 0, import VRM, find your avatar, just import that, give it a name to put in the Unity project, and then it should show up down here. We just grab the avatar and we'll bring it into the window here to work with. And with that selected, we just go up to Hana Tool Reader and open this prefab, select the face, and drag that into here. Now, this is where you can make or break your avatar. If you choose these options here, it will break the avatar with the current version of VRoid. It'll make it so that the mouth and tongue is not weight painted. So when you open the mouth, it's like part of it will kind of stick and look not right. So make sure you select either these ones or this one, depending on what base you use, the female or male. And then you just put read blend shapes. Now once that's done, we go up to Hana Tool, we go over to Clip Builder, and then select the base of the avatar, the prefab, and drag that into here. Now we don't really need to adjust these because we're using this for ARKit and different things like that, so we'll just use Clip Build. Now once that's all done, down here we have all the different blend shapes for the avatar, so we can go down here and we select the first one here, and that brings in this little menu here so we can go through them. So what I like to do is just click over here, convert to floating window, so we get a full close-up of the avatar, and we can just go through and check these all to make sure that they are all working. In some previous versions, it would sometimes break some of them, so you'd have to adjust them. But most of them seem pretty good this time. Since the update with using the correct version, you don't have to change too much. Even things like, so as you can see, jaw open works. Now, as you can see, there is a little bit of clipping in some areas, so what is good to do is open up this little drop down here for the face, and you can just move this down a bit so that you don't have any clipping, and just check through these and adjust these to how you like. See this one here, mouth close is also broken, so let's do the same thing, open up face and scroll down to the mouth close, and I'd like to bring this down to just like 0.01, just so it registers it, but it's like that. One that I also like to change is the neutral face because it has this sort of built-in smile. So I like to just kind of bring that down so it doesn't have that smile. That way it follows the face tracking better. Now these will vary from each avatar to avatar, depending on how it's designed, because this is working with a preset. So it is good to just go through these to check how it works with your specific avatar and tweak it to your liking. Same thing like with the eyebrows. The eyebrows on this one come down a bit too much for me, so I like to bring that up to, say, let's just make it about 50%. Same thing, left brow down. And you can also change some of these as well to something else. Say when it comes to eye wide, right? With the eye wide, it doesn't do too much. It just kind of opens it up. But I like to add it. I like to have it so that the eyes look more surprised and the pupils dilate a bit. So what I actually like to do is go up here to eye surprised, and then just add that to the left and the right. Right, yeah. Eye surprise. And there we go. And then that will add that to the avatar when we actually use the face tracking. So once it's all set up and it looks like everything is good, then you can just go up to VRM 0, export the VRM, and drag it into here. Now it'll say require version. This is just this right here. So just put a number for whatever version of the avatar it is, and then that's it. Ready to export it as a VRM. Now, as I was saying before, if you select the wrong version of the avatar, it can break it. So we'll just show that quickly. This version here is, we're going to break it. So we'll have it from Hana Tool, reader. Put the face in there. Now this one we're not going to change from the 0. We're going to keep it at these ones. So when we read these blend shapes, and then use a clip builder on it, this one we can see is actually going to be broken. So if we use the jaw open like that, you can see that there's not proper weight painting, so the tongue is like partially still there, and there is more broken blend shapes as well. When you open up the tongue, yeah, it's broken. So if this is an issue that you're having where the avatar is appearing like this, it's simply because we're using the reader on the wrong setting. So just make sure that you're using the correct one. Okay, and then from here we'll just go on to the different tracking methods. So if you don't have an iPhone or something that can use ARKit, there is a way to do face tracking just with your webcam with iFacialMocap for Nvidia Broadcast. This method isn't as smooth. It's a bit more jittery, as well as the expressions aren't perfect either. They're a bit more, you might have to play around with them and the settings a bit. So what you'll need to do is you need to go and install iFacialMocap for Nvidia Broadcast. This is about $6 on the Microsoft Store. I'll leave the links to all these in the description, but just go to the Microsoft Store, iFacialMocap powered by Nvidia Broadcast. It's about $6 US or something like that. As well, we also need to go and get Nvidia Broadcast, which is free. Just download that and install it. And also this SDK for Nvidia Broadcast, also a link in the description. But we just go down here to this right section, AR, and select whichever card you have. So I'm on a 4000 series, so I just download this and install them all. And yeah, so once you have that, you'll open up Nvidia Broadcast. Select your camera, and then open up iFacialMocap powered by Nvidia Broadcast. And then from here, you will need to select Nvidia Broadcast. This will be probably on some webcam or something. So select Nvidia Broadcast. Once Nvidia Broadcast is running, select Nvidia Broadcast. And then here, this will also probably be on Blender. So go down and select iFacialMocap. And then from there, you'll also need to open up the advanced settings, scroll down to the bottom, and then there should be an IP address. So once you grab that IP address, you'll open up VC Face, General Settings, scroll down here to iFacialMocap for iPhone ARKit tracking, and then input the IP address, and also activate receive facial features, receive head movement, receive eye gaze. And then up here on the left, there's options to adjust the gaze, strength, sensitivity for the different tracking methods, and you can also smooth it a bit more. And just make sure this is on connect. If you disconnect it, then it stops tracking. Just connect it. As well with this, you'll notice there's a lot of these different settings here. These adjust how sensitive these things are. So you can probably see like my mouth movement isn't very much, but yeah, you might have to play around with these settings a bit to get it to track properly. Now, again, this works, but it is a bit more. As you can see, it's more jittery. So you might have to put in some more movement smoothing, as well as in settings, general settings. There's some things like iPhone blend shape smoothing, so you might have to turn that up a bit more to give it a bit of a smoother presentation. Now that this it's all right. It's better than nothing, and I think it is better than the default tracking without any sort of face tracking, but it is a little bit, it's not perfect. And the difference is that it's just using your webcam compared to the iPhone, where it uses the AR kit to actually like have a scan of your face and track properly. But this is an option if this is all you're able to use.